Now, I know this is one of those things that has basically been said and everyone's harped on about it. I'm pretty sure last week it was pretty big news and it's going crazy and everyone's like, ooh, this is insane. I need to throw my 2 cents into this, even though I already did on Friday because, and I know you're all over this, but I did see another article basically about Ruby Rose, the lady that was chosen to be Batwoman. Yes, it has been revealed that she is leaving the show, as you are probably aware by now, or has left the show, however you want to look at this. And while this is probably shocking, the reports initially made it seem like she chose to leave the show herself, which would make it amicable and admirable and nice and whatever, all fairy tale stuff. But now we're getting further information about this. I read an article today that stated reports are emerging she didn't appreciate the long hours that came with being the lead character, and Batwoman, her first real shot at playing the titular star in a TV or film, and I absolutely think that this is ridiculous. I have a huge problem with this, by the way. Before we do get into that, if you are here for the first time, thank you for coming back. It is thank you for joining me. It is awesome for you to be here. If you do enjoy my opinions on this whole matter, please click the subscribe button, and the thumbs up button also helps. It's a great way to support me and this channel. Otherwise, if you're returning, thank you for coming back. It's awesome to have you back. It's awesome to hang out with you again. It's awesome to hang out with you if you're new as well, by the way. And make sure at the end to leave a comment after this as well if you feel like there's something you want to say about it. Let's get back into this though. I do have a huge problem with Ruby Rose deciding that long hours are a problem. And this is, you're the titular character on a show that should have been a success, and I'm, depending on how they look at it, maybe it was a success to them. Maybe it wasn't, but you honestly, as Ruby Rose, you have this chance to really make a mark in the DC universe, and your first issue, or one of your major issues, is long hours on a show, filming as the lead character. Most people wish for this, okay? This is a dream opportunity, and most people want it. It barely comes around, never comes around, and they would do anything to get this opportunity. You literally have this, and you have an opportunity to do something great, to be an iconic character, and you, on the other hand, you hate this idea of working long hours. That absolutely baffles me. I'm confused as to why this is a big issue for you. It doesn't make sense. I get it, working on movies is probably a little bit easier because it's only 3 months of shooting and then you're done, and that's generally what it is, right? 90 days. But this is crazy. Let's continue. An insider told TV Line that despite her making out like it was her decision to leave the series, Rose's departure was a breakup between the 34-year-old actress and producers. It wasn't 100% her decision. It was a breakup. She wasn't happy working on the show, and did that make her fun to work with? No. And I mean, at this point, cracks are really appearing in this whole the discourse that she's had, the conversations she's made it look like it's her choice, and I get it. She was going to spin this like it was her choice because that makes it look like she's the one who wanted out only, and at least, you know what, I can accept that this is more of an admirable way to do this. Make it seem like she's the one who chose to leave, make it seem like the producers of the show didn't force her out of the show or anything like that, but what it appears like is that everybody really probably wanted her to leave. They couldn't probably say it specifically, but it looks like everybody was getting sick of her, and she was getting sick of everybody. And I mean, when someone says that they're not fun to work with, that's basically saying that the other person is terrible on set and you don't really want to talk to them. And everybody probably struggled while filming with her. I don't know, maybe the other cast members enjoyed filming with her. That's not a problem, okay? But producers, other people may have had issues with working with her because she was tired of working these long hours. Which to me, I mean, if I got the chance to be Batman, let's say, because I'm not going to be Batwoman, no offense to anyone who wants to be Batwoman and has, male genitalia, but that's not for me. I would love this idea of being, I wouldn't care how long it would take, how many hours, because I'd be an icon in a freaking DC show as an iconic character that will be portrayed for years and years and years to come. Let's continue with the article. I have made the very difficult decision to not return to Batwoman next season, Rose said in a statement. This was not a decision I made lightly, as I have the utmost respect for the cast and crew and everyone involved with the show in both Vancouver and in Los Angeles. And look, like I said before, this is probably the smartest choice that she made on behalf of this, or maybe she made it with the producers. I don't know whose decision it was to basically come out with this statement, to say it like this. This whole amicable breakup angle is the smartest choice that she could have made to leave this show, even though, to me personally, leaving this show isn't the best idea. Now, I know that there are other people who say that the show itself, the episodes were horrible, but I don't really put that down to her acting. I'm not sure if, because I haven't seen the show, obviously, that her acting isn't necessarily the worst part of the show. I feel like that's more of a writing issue, and we saw that in the trailer. They were writing, look, a heavy feminist angle on this show, and I think that was the biggest mistake. I've already spoken about feminism in the media. I don't think that it needs to be a focal point of any show. It really shouldn't be. I mean, that's an issue. And then when you come out with this whole make it look nice, it sounds good when you say it at first, and everyone's like, oh, well, Riri Rose chose to leave, no worries. And then you get these extra reports that come out and basically make her look like the worst actress to work with. And let's be real, right? How many other shows are going to want to take her on after this kind of calamity, after this kind of exposure that basically says that she's not really willing to do long work hours, right? Because that's what it comes down to. She's hating the longer work hours unless someone else is willing to work when she's willing to work, which is not. She's not Ray Charles, okay? Stevie Wonder is the one who basically called people in at any hours when he was working on one of his albums. I know that's random, but that's the kind of work we're looking at, where someone is probably gonna have to do that for her. Maybe, I'm not sure, right? And again, I'm not saying that Rose's acting is bad by any means in the show. I haven't seen the show, so I can't speculate or suggest that I thought it was terrible. It might be decent. Who knows? Her portrayal of Batwoman might be great, and it perhaps again might just be the writers that chose the wrong angle to utilize to make this show great. And I don't think that has done what it needs to do based on, well, audience that comes in and tunes in week after week, which has been getting worse and worse. And then it peaked, I believe, at one point, and then it again went back down again and again and again. And again, I don't know, can't speculate on that until I watch the show, which I am going to, because I feel like you need to really watch. To me, I want to watch everything DC so that I can see all the crossovers with every bit of knowledge about what the characters themselves are going through. But for now, I think it's absolutely hilarious that this is coming out, and that someone who had an opportunity like this, it would seem. And I want to stress that point, right? Because again, this speculation is from a supposed insider. We're assuming that this person knows what they're talking about. We don't know for sure, okay? But it would seem like she has chosen not to come back because of the long hours that she spent on the show, thus making her a terror, thus making her impossible to work with. Let's go with that angle for now. Anyways, that is all from me. If you did enjoy what you heard today, then the best way to show support is by hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you very much if you do, and to consider subscribing. And again, thank you very much if you do. If it is your first time, thanks for chilling out with me. Thank you. I hope you had some fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are returning, then it's always awesome to hang out with you. Thank you for coming back. I hope you come back for the next video. We could chill out again, and I can't wait to see you in the next video, honestly. But until then, bye.